I like mixing up. We've never built a base this stupidly over the top huge for no reason. We've built big bases before, don't get me wrong, real big bases, but this one is just obnoxiously large. And I wanted to do a lot of wild planting in this one. I wanted to play about with making wild crops using pips. Pips are a new critter in the game, for those of you that might not be aware. They're a new critter that can plant tiles for you, wildly. Which is an old mechanic that used to be in the game, that they reintroduced, in a way, with a critter. We used to be able to drop seeds just randomly. We'd drop them with like farm tiles, or planter pots. And those tiles then, if we had a seed in them, would grow. And you could just plant wild crops all over your base. Well, we can't do that anymore, but what we can do is use these little cute boys to plant some trees for us. Oh, Peru this time. Jungle and butterfly. Holy shit, you're in Peru. That sounds very exotic. Why are you cooking the fertilizer? To make dirt. We're making solid dirt tiles that I'm then going to remove the top tiles from in a minute. We're going to cool them down again, and we're going to plant some trees over here. Rig specs. I've got a Ryzen 7 2700X, an X470 motherboard, 32 gigs of RAM, 1070 Ti graphics card, many SSDs. That's it. That's my gaming rig. Self-planted sleep wheat for days, yeah. Today I got a new hard drive and I ended up finding out that I put too much RAM in my system. Too much RAM. What's the benefit of having pips plant? Because wild plants don't take any materials. So we've got trees in the base that we're growing. So these trees up here, we're having to feed, okay? And these trees are taking me 10 kilos of dirt per cycle for each tree. And also 70 kilos of polluted water every cycle for each tree. Well, these wild ones, they don't take shit. They just grow. So we've got like 8 wild trees up here. We've got another 11 wild trees down here. And I'm going to put another 11 in down here in a minute. So that's why we're just waiting on these tiles being built. So 36 dupes look crazy. Are they busy all times? Yeah, you'll get little idle notifications if they had nothing to do. They're all busy doing stuff at the minute, so. A Ryzen CPU has trouble both going over 100 MHz and using 64 gigabytes. Nailu, you probably just need to update your firmware, mate. That sounds rough. Would you use a dispenser to plant? You can use a dispenser to drop the seeds, but they won't plant. They won't take root, if you like. You need the pips to actually burrow the seeds into the ground. I say that's the mechanic now. You used to be able to just drop seeds and it'd work, you know, nicely. Right, this is the last one now. I can nip this bridge off. It would just plant itself, but no, that's not a mechanic anymore. Right, so I think that'll probably do us. I'm gonna guess how hot is this? Yeah, I think that will do us. So let's just nip this off here. Having a hard time at League. Oh dear, what did I miss? We're just finishing off our wild tiles, mate. That's what we're doing at the moment. Right, we're gonna have to swing a load of these bridges round, but that's okay. So this last boy is now solid. Very good. Very good. Much good. So then, are you a vacuum? Yeah, beautiful. So if you're above 3 kilos, we'll do that. He's now finished. These are all ready to go. We'll leave that clay in there because it's fine. And sweet ball this gubbins. We need to get these ladders out as well, don't we? So then, I need to jiggle these pipes around a little bit and get some cool wetter through here as well, which shouldn't be a drama. So now that that's in there, I can nip out all of this piping, I think. We'll just nip out this bit, and then I can connect this, run this back up there. I say, it's a little bit of a faff this, but you only have to do it once. Once it's in, they're planted forever, which is a good thing. So then, this is just to get our petroleum back out this pipe. So you can go up there, and up there. One of the reasons we've done this, by the way, is because we're starting to use ethanol distillers. Ethanol distillers take wood and make ethanol. Ethanol can then be burnt to make petroleum. So it's a sort of roundabout process. And our lumber has dropped quite a bit since we started streaming today. Okay. So then, this will send our petroleum in the opposite direction. Get out of here, and then we'll pump some cold water. And we've got some 30-degree water here that we can just pump straight through, and that'll be fine. And this won't take a minute to empty. And then we can put that other bridge back in for our petroleum gens as well, which was this one here, wasn't it? Oh god, it's a maze of pipes down here. Yeah, it's this one. This one is a separate line to there. Okay. Okay. So I'll need a bridge, and you're going to bridge into there. There we go. The plus side of this is we probably made just another 20 tons of steel as well, which is kind of handy. I watched the first few hours of this build on YouTube where you discover the pips. I bumped your stream to find you've thoroughly broken them. Yes. Balling, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. Oh, you decided to randomly learn Fiora and Jace. Jace is great fun. Jace is a cracking character. I never really liked Fiora, but Jace is strong. Once you're working on getting abyss bugs, it's easy fodder and maintenance. And low maintenance. Of course, last time I watched you was when I was like, you had like 20-30 viewers. I'm surprised how much you've dissected this game with all its mechanics and how much you've helped with devs and solving bugs and issues. Sheer scale and efficiency of each new save has always made me speechless. I'm glad you're still not burnt out from this game. It's always great to watch. Freedom! How lovely. Thank you very much. That's a very, very kind message. You are very, very welcome here. Full disclosure, we've come back to this game after not having played for a while. So we did take a little break and played all sorts of weird and wonderful games to avoid the burnout, but we're back now. And I'm enjoying it at the moment. I'm enjoying the game wholeheartedly. So thank you for your kind words, Tommy. That's really, really nice. Thank you. Right. So I'm going to do this real quick and dirty. Real quick and dirty. So I'm going to nip you off. All the petroleum's now gone. I'm not going to undo these insulated tiles yet because they're going to be still very hot. So these dirt tiles that we just made are toasty warm, 108 degrees. So the first thing I'm going to do is connect this boy. Let me see. We can nip this out and this out. And all this petroleum is going to head back up there regardless. So I want to stop this flow from going a bit weird, like so. In fact, this is going to stay here. It's going to do some strange things. It's going to do some strange things, but that's fine. You can be deconstructed, and we're going to tidy this up a little bit. You need to go to there, and then you're going to hop over there. So what I'm basically doing now, this is going to be a petroleum output. It's going to go up here, into there. It's going to bridge into here. The only downside I've got is it's going to get some packet bounce in here, which I can sort of fix, but I don't know if I care enough to do it. I don't know if I care enough. No, not the bridge. The pipe. Oh, freedom. Again, lovely message, mate. Thank you for that. I love messages like that. You guys are awesome, honestly. Right, so if we do this and do this, that will be fine. Later on I may end up changing this around a bit so we get some constant petroleum down here, but not just yet. I want this petroleum going into my tank. Excuse me, very burpy. Excuse me, that was terrible. If we do desperately need the power, I can feed these some petroleum manually, but for now we'll just use what's being refined, and it can be back to cold petroleum as well, so it doesn't need to be just steel anymore. We can turn that off and we can keep doing a bit more tungsten. I think we'll do like another 30 to finish this off. Don't need gold. Maybe some more aluminium would be nice as well. We've got 12 tons of aluminium, so let's do 60 of that as well. That'll be 6 tons gone. And that'll keep our refining going. Once you're built, we're good to go. And then we just need to basically bridge over with some of this wetter. And this will go into there. And then into... What in the world have I done here? What is this pipe? What pipe have I ripped out here? This one is meant to be like cold water or something? Oh, this one on the outside is salt water. And this one's hot water, that's why. Okay. This is a hot water pipe, which is going to be connected back up. I remember now. Okay. I'm going to disconnect you. I remember saying earlier, I'm going to forget what this pipe is for. So I'll leave this little tail end on the end of it so I remember. And that's what we did. So it's not going to go into there, it's going to go into here. Because this one is hot water, which goes into this build. Very good. I just noticed there's 100 viewers. Last time I remember seeing the view count was 30. It's Oni, mate. Oni brings out a lovely crowd. That's what happens. What is the logic between the bridges there? Oh, Stina, you'll have to tell me what we're talking about. Which bit in particular? There's many bridge logic here and there to keep the flow going in a certain line or a certain order. Yeah, this needs to be removed. So I use a lot of bridges. It may be a little bit scary if you're not used to seeing them, but I use a lot of bridges so that I maintain sort of pipe flow order, if you like, pipe flow discipline. Because without those bridges, you end up with packets bouncing back and forwards in pipes, which is something you kind of want to try and avoid. Looks like 2 bridges in different directions. These 2 here. These 2, you mean? Take it easy, Nedix. Oh, no problem at all. Enjoy, mate. Thank you very much. Noah Sheck. Thank you very much for the follow. Noah Sheck. Welcome, buddy. Yeah, so basically the white and the green outputs basically put discipline on the pipe. So this will always be a priority. You know, a white input will always be a priority. So you can actually use bridges to keep your flow going in the order that you want without it bouncing back and forward between different outputs. By using bridges, you force the liquids in the direction that you want. That's basically what we're doing. The ones you made away at the beginning of this build after removing the existing bridges for the petroleum. These ones here, this is just bridging over this line. So this line down here is an old hot water line that's meant to be connected back up here once I'm finished. I'm currently using a pipe from this build, which I'm going to replace in a minute. So I'm kind of doing 3 jobs at once. So I'm currently managing 3 different pipes at the moment. That's what's happening. This bridge up here is to put me some water into my cooling pipe, which is then going to come down here, cool down my tiles, and then I'll remove the tiles that are above them. And then this pipe here, I'm just going to steal for a minute, because this is all going to be ripped out momentarily. And then we're going to deconstruct you. And then this is just going to be a random band of pipe that we'll leave here for when we're doing stuff in a minute. Oh, closer up to where you are sending the petroleum. So where the petroleum is being sent up here. Oh, Freedom, thank you very much for the sub money. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm very dry-mouthed, by the way, guys. I'm struggling to speak. Slow tapping on the phone, no problem. I'll explain it now. I need to have a little drink. Thank you very much for the sub. Much appreciated. Okay. This bridge here, you mean? Basically, this is a petroleum feed. Alright? This is my petroleum that's meant to be heading up to the tank where it gets stored. The only problem with that is, on this same line, I've got petroleum that's coming out of my refinery. Now, by snipping off the connection between these two bridges, what I've basically made it is so that the packets won't bounce back and forth, between this point anyway. So before, what would have happened if I'd have just bridged into this pipe and not snipped off the connection between this line here where I'm mousing? If I hadn't have snipped off that little join between the pipe, packets would have gone right and left, and they would have tried to go up here, and then they would have tried to go back here, because there's another bridge here going downwards, right? I did say I use a lot of bridges for this reason. I try and keep my packets going where I want them to go. What this basically means is I can still send my petroleum down here as a priority to my petroleum gens and keep them running. But if they don't need the petroleum, if this pipe's filled up, it can bypass and carry on up to my tank. Right? Likewise, the line that I'm bridging into here is a refinery output again from these refineries down here that are going to be outputting, you know, 5 to 10 kilos. So it's going to merge with the other pipe. That's basically what's happening. I've got a buffer reservoir in here, so they've always got somewhere to dump the petroleum to. So that is what I'm doing. If that makes any sense at all. I hope it does. So I'm just going to connect this pipe to this feed here. Alright. And this is going to be a quick and dirty polluted water cooling to cool these tiles down. Oh, look at Camo running over all the tiles. Ah. Right then, so I just need a couple more bits of pipe done. Run this polluted water through, and then we're done. There we go. So now we'll get some polluted water coming off this line. We're stealing some polluted water for a second. He's doing leg day, he was. And what that'll basically do is cool down these tiles. So I want these to be like 30 degrees. Arbitraries want to be less than 40. So if I cool down these tiles a bit, it'll cool down the area a little bit. And once these cool down, I'm actually going to open this up and let them radiate some temperature out as well. Whilst this geyser here is dormant anyway, I can do this quickly. And just steal a bit of this water. And that goes back up here. So, these are now 29 degrees. These are all 29 degrees. Oh, I thought that wasn't dirt then. That looked weird. Through 37, 31. Yeah, so we can get rid of some of these now. At the back. Like these or something. And that's it. We've made our tiles. I know it was a bit fiddly. It's a bit of a faff. But it is probably the easiest way of doing it remotely in your base. And you can kind of get away with doing this right in the middle of your base, because you keep all your temperature in the tiles until you're ready to open them up, and that way you don't cook the area. You know, we're now going to cool it to like 30 degrees. So we can get rid of this one now. And I'm going to replace these with normal tiles in a minute, because I do want to keep these covered up. But I want them to be able to remove them quickly. So yeah, we'll just open all these now. This is fine. And then the last thing to do is get some pips in here. We'll do that. We could probably wrangle these boys. Yeah. These will be fine. They've actually laid an egg in here as well. So we'll have another pip in here in the future. Which is lovely. So we'll just quickly rebuild these. We'll do these with igneous because we've got some lying right here. Now the reason I'm covering these back up is we need to plant these sequentially. The way that the planting rules work in the game, if we want to plant these properly, we need to plant them in a specific order. And that may sound crazy, but it's just how it is. So we have to plant them one at a time. It will make sense. Right then. So you are now done. We can now remove this bridge and let this... Yeah. Remove this bridge. Let you empty. We can deconstruct all this crap. We can get rid of this crap. By the way, I am planning on doing a little video guide on how to do this natural tile stuff for those of you that maybe haven't done it before or are still a bit like, what the shit am I watching? I am planning on doing a little video. I've made the little debug save to record it. I've just not recorded it yet. So when I get time, I'll do a little vid on YouTube. So if you haven't before, just give me a follow on Twitter or YouTube and then you'll see when it happens. Or jump on the Discord. There's a link to the Discord as well. It's probably the easiest way of knowing when I've done this stuff. Uh-oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where are you going? Where are you going, Weta? Get rid of this tile, quickly. Quickly, quickly, like the wind. There we go. Alright, he needs to bugger off. Okay, so we've got a couple of pips in here now. We've got one of these tiles open. There we go. So, this pip is going to look at this room, and the only place it can plant a tile is here. Like, plant a tree is there. So that's what we need to watch out for now. So we'll just get this stuff swept out of here. Okay, make sure I've not buggered up any other pipes or left any other pipes unfinished. You were meant to be my oil pipe. But I might change that instead. And make this a wee bit tidier. Because reasons. In fact, we'll leave that pipe and we'll deconstruct that one. There we go. Because reasons. Okay. So what they should do is come down, pick up one of these seeds that I've already dropped for them, nom it up in their big fat face, and then pop it in the ground. There we go. And there we have a tree. Now if I get rid of this, and get rid of this... There we go. You need a tutorial. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll get a tutorial done. It'll be up probably in the next day or so. So we've now got an tree planted. And now we're going to do another tree and another tree and so on, so on, so on. You get the idea. It's a little bit faffy, I know that. But it's done now. Alright. It's done. Right then, so I bridged into here, didn't I? So I need to get rid of all this piping now. That we're not going to use anymore. Which is fine, and then you need to be connected up to what is going to actually be a wetter pipe. Yeah, so you get connected there. And you get connected there. There we go. Gotta be careful because I don't want to put the wrong liquid in any of my tanks or do anything derpy in any of my tanks. Gotta be careful. Okay, so the oil can now hop over here. Do this instead. So we will bridge over there. And do a bridge there. There we go. Cool. And then you're going to go there. I'll have to probably put a few bits of ladder in so they can get this built, but that's fine. Just a piece of ladder should be fine. Cool, 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 cool. Oh, we also need to get some automation down here, ideally. Arbitrary, done. Beautiful. Next one. How do you switch the tile selection? Wire, pipe, gas vent, etc. How do you mean, sorry? Why the order? Otherwise they won't plant enough trees in the same area. We need to go in a very specific way. The trees actually have a check that they do to see if they can be planted, or the pips have a check that they do to see if they can be planted nearby. And if you have too many plants in that area, they won't plant. So this is the way for us to get them planted. We have to do it sequentially. So the next one that they need to plant is here. Then we remove this tile, then they'll plant the next one. Yeah. How do you switch the tile selection? Tile selection. Oh, you just keep clicking. Zirek, I have no idea what you just said, sorry. I have no idea what you said. Does this mean that the piping and other background buildings can be constructed behind natural tiles now? What? What? What was that, Melu? What you saying? What you saying? Okay, so this will get our oil in. We can now start refining, which is much importance. We'll get you done. Oh no! We dropped some debris in there. We can't have that. We can't have that bit of debris in there. No way, no how. Oh, I see. The name Lifegrowski seems like you are from Poland. Yes. Dobre Wieczór. Dobre Wieczór. I try. I try. We did used to have a Polish guy that came in here. And I think that is like good evening maybe, or dobre. I'm sorry, you probably won't know for my pronunciation. I can't even speak English, alright? Dzień dobry. I am sorry. I tried. Was I close? Dobre Wieczór. There it is. I can't believe I remembered that. Dobre Wieczór. Dobre Wieczór. Well, welcome. How do you drop a particular item on a particular tile? Fish law, we've got two options. One, we build a compactor, storage bin. Right? Bang. Choose what item you want in there. Bang. Two, you got an automatic dispenser. Choose what you want in there. Bang. Three, smart storage bin. Choose what you want in there. Bang. Four, there's more than two options. Four, conveyor loader. Choose what you want in there. Bang. There are your choices, and then just delete them once you got this stuff on the right tile. You can also do it with like droppers and conveyor rails and stuff, but that's probably the easiest way. Slap down a storage compactor, or you know, I call them storage compactors. That's what they used to be called, but they're now called fucking storage bin. So. You don't think it sounds very Polish? It's the ski. It's the ski on the end, isn't it? I was afraid I'd lose the content on delete. No, it just dumps on the floor, mate. It dumps on the floor with the material that you built it out of. So yeah, don't worry about that. Okay, there's another one planted. Bang. So yeah, we have 11 of these to do. So I'm going to be lurking around here for a little bit, just to get these things online. We can now enable these, but they're going to get pretty warm pretty quickly. And we need to make sure this is ready to go as well, and nip off this pipe here, because this was for making the room a vacuum. We've made it a vacuum now. We can get rid of this stuff. Rotten omelette. Delicious. Oh yeah, that's another way of doing it. Yeah, you can do it with like decor items and stuff. If you wanted to drop some granite in an area or something, you can put like a decor item down, let them deliver the materials, and then cancel it before they build it. That's another way of doing it. I forgot all about that, Q-Zone. You used to do that a lot for feeding, luring critters around. We used to have to use that for luring critters back in the day, before we actually had lures and could wrangle them. You'd leave like a little breadcrumb trail to lure them to where you wanted them. Nom 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 nom. So if I just removed all these tiles, they'd plant like one there, and then miss this one, plant one there, miss another couple. Like you have to do it in order. It's a bit frustrating, but you're just a few days old. Well, you're doing very well. Don't worry. No problem. Wait, I remember. I built my mesh tile on the wrong side. Right then, so these are now refining, which will get me some more petroleum, which is great. Petroleum will go up here, it will merge, as I say, up here. The petroleum from these refineries is going to go down to my petroleum gens down here. But also, these can give this petroleum gen some petroleum as well. But what we need to do is give him some automation. And he's going to go on this side of the grid. So he can share the same automation as these boys. Which, hello. You off to bed? Oh, I didn't even get to see you today. Yeah. You're off to bed. It's super warm. I'm hot. Oh, thank you. You had a nice evening though. You've done some art and stuff. Oh, you not sent it me?
No, because...
Did you do any tinkering with it?
No.
I wanted to get them done. Oh. Oh, Yuri just cheered 500 bits for Lady Dargon. That's a fiver. Thank you very much, Yuri. Camo says hi, Dargon.
Or Lady Dargon.
Oi, Lady Dargon.
Oi.
And Perpetua says good night, Dargon.
Sorry.
Sorry for what?
You want to see it undone?
It's alright, I wanted to get them done today, that was all, but it's no drama. I might have a play with it myself and see if I can get it working. It was just them glasses, I wanted to do like some stripes down them, but I'll have a tinker in Photoshop.
You can't do it, obviously, if you can't make it look decent.
It can last till tomorrow, I think. I've got loads of videos to do later anyway.
Right.
Night to night, baby. Sleep well.
Good night.
Good night. Oh, I'm going to give her a kiss. Oh, Bobbick. I normally do. I normally go in later on and give her a little kiss. I'm a nice boy. We're very nice to each other because it's the only way to be. And you're quite right. This was intentional. I need to leave this for now. This was so I don't get a bubble. The carbon dioxide. I remember now. If Dargon is a dragon, does that make Lifegrow Shrek or Donkey? A combination of the two. I'm a Shronky. That's what I am. All the hallmarks of a Shrek, but hung like a donkey. There we go. A Shronky. Exactly. Oh, the clip thing's not working, guys. Sorry. I know a few of you tried to clip today. It ain't working. It isn't my fault this time, though. I can't take the blame. Right then. Shrek is more hung, though. He's actually not. Believe it or not. Nearly all of Shrek's muscle mass and protein went to building his huge, bulky body. So he's actually got a tiny little penis. It's a little known fact, but, you know, all the signs are there, really. You know, the over-the-top deep voice and constantly angry and telling people to get out of his swamp. And so they don't see him naked. We've all seen it time and time again. The old green ogre tiny penis syndrome. It's a tale as old as time. We've all seen it. Your bum says different. Fuck's sake, humanity. Listen, what you and Shrek got up to in your own time is none of my business, and I didn't need that mental image. Furthermore, I heard he was a gentle lover with his tiny penis. Anyway, Shreking aside, do we have petroleum sat here? We do. Good. So we'll get this last couple of bits of automation done, then this should toggle on when these boys toggle on. That'll give us more oomph, which is nice. I prefer donkey, to be honest. I call you an ass. It's impossible to be insulting. Fair enough, I'll take that. What a weasel, for fuck's sake. I'm doing a clip manual, you shunky. Whack it on Discord. If you're going to do a manual, whack it on Discord, because the lady will like that. She misses some of this stuff. Oh. Oh no! What did I make you out of? Iron! No! Oh no! I made him out of iron. We need to make him out of something a little bit more durable. I might use wolframite. I've got more wolframite. Actually, can't use wolframite. What can I use? Needs to be gold, I think. I've been trying not to use my gold, but I think I have to for this. By the way, your green screen is damaged on your left side. No. The lady's just left the door open because it's super warm. Do you mean... Yeah, this way. Yeah, she's just left the door open because it's hot as balls tonight. And I normally just suffer through it and have the door shut so that you guys don't hear the background noise and stuff. But hey, hey, hey. It is what it is. Reese. So we'll get that online. Which will be good. Oh, just twatted my mic. Hey! There he is. Shit. I need to, like... I need to stop him from pumping for a second. This bridge. Stop. There we go. He's just nomming up all the water. He's nomming it all up. Delicious. Look how quickly they're topping up our system now, though. This is nice. This is good. My beard's really wild tonight. I didn't put any oil on it earlier. I was rushing about. He's really wild and untrustworthy, I'm going to say, actually. It's an untrustworthy beard. Research module. Oh, Jesus. You can get up and close the door. No, I want the door to be open because it's hot as balls. I could also just do this, guys, if you like. You know, really give you the effect. One sec. How about we just turn off the green screen altogether? How about that? Shall I like that instead? What else can I do? Oh, it's too hot. Don't make me do it. What about if I just... Fuck. What about if I just went over here a little bit? How's that? Are we okay with that? They do bully me, Yuri. They do. They do. Hold alt and crop it. I don't really want to because I'll fuck about it later. We're fine. Light in the refinery room does not turn on. Fuck! Ow! Stupid sensors. Stupid. Oh, I suppose it's looking for 0.00 or something stupid, which will be their feet. It makes sense. Ah, shit. I could put it on a little plinth. Lower it one tile, or I could just leave the lights permanently on. Oh, I was trying to rip out these feckin' ladders. Put it on the side wall. It won't reach. Look. No good. I could just put it on a tile, as I say, because I don't think that'd interfere with the light. In theory. Give me the light. Give me the light. Get out of here, stupid thing. Get out of here. Don't use these. Stop them working. Just leave the light on all the time, who cares? Yeah, that's what I thought about, but no, we'll fix it. We'll fix it properly because, you know what? You know what we can't be around here? Lazy bitches. That's what we can't be. We've come too far to be lazy bitches. We'll fix it and we'll make it nice. I can't believe Kunksmore is using this at a priority 1. Well, fair play to him, honestly. He ain't going to be using it for long. Right then. Bank, bank. Bank. Hey! They're doing it. They're believing. Right, let's get rid of some of these. I don't think we're going to be able to reach a lot of these, but we can tidy up later with a few ladders. Schwep. Oh. Steam. You've pumped in some water, you massive ass jerk. You huge ass jerk. Now we need to get in there and fix that. Perpetual, don't start. Don't start. We all know what has to happen now. We all know what needs to be fixed. We all know the problem. I saw the problem. I did call it out earlier. I said it's going to be a problem. It turned out to be a problem. I didn't fix it earlier because I'm a lazy boy. Now it's a problem. If we deconstruct you now. Could you also do a natural tile thingy from left to right? No, has to be from right to left. Don't ask me why, it just does. Well, I can tell you why. It's because the layout that they're looking for. I don't think it works on all refineries since their output is static. I think they do get a bonus. I think they do get a speed bonus. We've already got some refineries up here, and they get the... I think they get the lit workspace. Didn't we go through this before? Or was that the refineries? I thought they got the bonus. So you mean I'm doing this for nothing? It was the refineries. Ah, okay. Is there a super damaging thing you can do to the space, like pumping thing A into B and ruin everything? Not really. I mean, I can break liquid locks. They're the real problem. So, if I pump the wrong liquid into my liquid locks, that's why I was being so careful before, excuse me, with my pipes. If I pump the wrong liquid into my liquid locks, liquid tanks, then that becomes a problem. So let's say I pumped in too much ethanol in here, and then the vent got stuck, knackered. If I pumped in too much oil into here, and the vent got overpressurized, knackered. Then I have to get into a super high pressure tank, which is messy. But no, for the most part, there's not really much you can do. It's just annoying. I can get into those gas tanks pretty easily. It's just a bit of a pain in the ass. Well, I'm going to leave these in anyway, so they're working in the light, and it looks pretty. And we'll get rid of these bastards. You done this tree? Yeah. Has it become too warm over here again? What the hell? I cooled this off to like 30 degrees. What happened? Things like the rock crusher will have the bonus when you see that yellow progress bar. Yeah, I thought they'd get it on this, to be honest. I thought they'd get a speed bonus. Strikes me as kind of dumb that they don't, but we'll see. Oops. Right. So, that is that now tidy and done. We'll sweep all that clay into the base as well. We'll sweep all this crap and all this crap. They now come through the nature reserve just to do some refining, which I like. I like that a lot. We can now probably seal this up, I think. It's been a lot of faffing today. I wanted to get some more stuff done, as I say, some more stuff in space. I'll see what we can get built today. So it's only if they've got a yellow process bar as a general rule. I see. Well, that kind of sucks. I was hoping we'd get it on everything we lit up. But I knew that wasn't going to be the case. I thought these would have definitely got it, because they do stand there and operate it for ages. No, 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 no. Sweep first. Much important. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oop. Somebody come and sweep this damn iron. You penis. On the airlocks, triple door lock's still less efficient than the water locks you use. Yeah. Triple door locks still kind of suck and they delete a lot of packets. If you can handle the morale hit, if you can handle the debuff, then you're best off with a liquid lock. Generally. You can use gas locks as well, but gas locks are sort of situational, whereas liquid locks kind of just work in most scenarios. Unless you've got like a super hot room. If you've got a super hot room you're trying to insulate and keep safe, you need to use manual airlocks as a like a vacuum room between multiple airlocks. Generally the way to do it. Right, let's put this tile back in. And then this is finished. And then we can put these back up to a 9. Because why not? I want some petroleum. I want it stat. Or super cold here. But, I mean, we have options for that. You know, we've got petroleum, we've got oil, you know, that we can get to earlier. As long as you don't go super, like, minus 200 and odd, you know, then you're kind of stuck for options. We do have ethanol that has a decent freezing point as well now at minus 114, which is great for those cold rooms. You know, say you're doing something like sleet wheat or something, you can use ethanol for that sort of stuff, which is nice. I'm really pissed off that these don't get the bonus. It would have been nice if they got it just for coming in here anyway. Like, he's got a lit workspace at the minute, but he's obviously got it from somewhere else. Oh, they have got lit workspace. It's allowing the duplicant to work 15% faster. But I suppose it can't speed up the process of how much goes in a pipe, can it? We're not going to get like 5 kilos plus 15%. I suppose that makes sense. Harry Fountain, thank you very much for the follow, bud. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, that tree's done. This is the last one. And then we're done. How are all 36 busy? Got shit to do? Busy boys, Malaco? Got shit to do. Got lots of ranching, got lots of farming, tidying, you know, stuff. I run a tight ship, is what I'm trying to say. We don't fuck about. We run a tight, busy boy ship. Some would say inefficient. Not me. I'd say tight. Tight. Make them work for the dinner. Alright then, when are you back online? 16 cycles, cool. How are you doing? You're still going for another 16 cycles. We've got nearly 12 tons of copper up here now, and we're still getting a tiny trickle of power off this boy, but it's 260 watts for nothing, plus a load of copper if we ever want it. So, can't really argue with that. And we are making a bit more petroleum now, which is good. Nice. Petrol gens are stocked up. This boy isn't going to be stocked up all the time, but I only want him to run every now and again. I don't want him to have a shitload of petroleum sat there. I could give him a little buffer loop of pipe, I guess. But at the moment he's getting no cooling either, is he? That's the last thing I need to do. I'd forgotten about that. Right, okay. Shit. Let's have a look. Ooh, Christ on a bike. Shit. Right, we're going to make a bit of a mess down here, but that's fine. Splep and splep. And let's start getting you emptied for a minute. This is now done. This is where we were dropping our polluted water and you know, ice and stuff. So we'll set this to above like 500 kilos now. We still might have some polluted water dropping here, but I can't see it. Don't think we're gonna have much. If we disable this boy, stat, and we start dumping this water once it's disabled. Could you go back to your copper volcano for a second and play volcanoes yet? But your design seems like what I would have used. Give me 1 second. Right, that should now be draining out. There we go. Copper volcano. Copper volcano. Yeah. Copper falls onto glass. Glass interacts with door. Door stays closed when room needs temperature. Temperature governed by switch. Makes steam hot. Makes turbine spin. Basically. And I don't care about the throughput really. I just want it to run. If it's warm enough, run. And then the turbine just cools itself. There's a little bit of piping behind the turbine, and its output feed actually cools it down. Just enough. Just about enough. Oh dear. We are low on the old slush water. Hey, when are you active? 16 cycles. Fuck. Above anything? Below 2,000. Going to overpressurize this room. Ah, Jesus. Running out of slush waters really hurts quite a bit. But, oh well. Nothing I can do about it right now. We've got plenty of oxygen stored up, so it's not like I need my oxygen supply to be running just yet. We've got many gases still in here, so we could probably last for 20 cycles or so. I can just pump this last bit, I guess, into the base, but it's not ideal. Slush guys is a babby, I know. Well, we're only using a tiny bit of water. Don't forget, it's only for the oxygen setups more than anything. It's only a small boy. Right, what was I doing? I was fixing this pipe, wasn't I? So now that you're done, I've probably made a bit of a mess, as I say. That's fine. We'll just do that with a quick cheeky mop. And then what I want to do is... Oh god, my stomach's rumbling like crazy. I want to nip off... I need to put a bit of ladder in here. Yeah, we're going to take you... See if we can get that done. So water comes in there. We'll have to go over there, over there. Oof. Come on. Come on. Eesh. Take it easy, Nathan. Much love, buddy. Alright then, I'm going to level with you guys. We are hurtling towards the end of the stream. So, I would like to do some stuff with rockets. Today my main focus was getting petroleum online, and then I ended up getting caught up doing loads like natural tiles and tinkering. We have done a couple of builds today, got a couple of bits and bobs online, and we did dig out a lot of stuff with space. The question is, do we want to carry on right now and start building some rockets for a little bit, or should we come back to it fresh in the next stream now that we've got a bit more power online, more steel production made, and it'll give me some time to maybe do a bit of sweeping up between streams and stuff. Oh shit, the lake of CO2. Fuck. I have been paid for the lake of CO2. I'm never going to welch on a deal. So, I'm not a welcher. No, nay, never. Sweet. That's what we're doing. We're doing a high priority, super mega cooler build. Check. Let's just get these pipes done. That's the last thing we're doing. You could just change the stream title. What's the stream title in a minute? Oh, getting some space materials. Yeah. Building a CO2 lake. Shit. Did not mean to do that. I really wanted to be that to be the focus today, but then we just got tied up with stuff, and you know how it is, guys. I like to chat to you guys, so I get a little bit derailed, and then you know. Where are your storage containers? Storage containers, as in for like storing materials, you mean, or what are we talking? Do you mean like storage bins? This base needs more CO2. Listen, I can get the CO2 out of this base, don't you worry. Where do you store everything? I store it all in this room here, and I dump it right on the floor. So everything that I own is here. And that way my sweepers can deliver it all to the different builds that I've got around the base that need stuff. So I don't have like a big room full of compactors or anything. Or storage bins, as I now know they're called. Which is a shit name. Storage bin. Yeah. I prefer compactor. Doesn't it cause more likely than containers? No. Gold Volcano has spare cooling. It does at the minute, but I'm probably going to end up using that for cooling liquids. I'll throw something together now. It'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. Why have they not planted this last seed? Oh, I know why they've not planted it. This fucking balm lily. So this balm lily is probably tricking them at the minute to think that there's a plant within range that they shouldn't plant. So if I get rid of that, they'll probably go and pick up the seed and nom it down. Maybe this pepper isn't... Nah, I don't think the pepper's in range. If I get rid of that, my pip should go... Oh! Oh! Let's go and have this delicious seed over here. And then plant it. I think that's probably the nearest offending plant. I think. I'm slightly gutted that these are stifled at the minute. I might end up just making a bit of this radiant. Because this water's going into my sieves and stuff down here anyway, so I could do that. Eat the seed. Because it might be that pepper. There's no other plants around here, is there? Right, come on, my machine's going to overheat if you don't hurry up. So, you're going to connect to there. You are going to connect to there. And then we'll just cancel you and you. Come on. Let's see. We can actually start this water coming through now, I guess. Naval building and... There we go. Cool. Ah, very good. Good boys. Very good. Bit of iron. Bit of iron pipes will be fine here. Blip. And blip. Why not? Lovely. Perfect. Your base amazes me. We give away your save file at some point. Yeah, always at the end of the playthrough. I'll always give away the save on the. Give away the save. I'll always give you all access to the save. To the last video on YouTube generally. So that you can all have a tinker with some of the builds and have a nosy at the piping and automation and all that good stuff, you know. Right. Right. Where do I want to build this? I'm thinking right here. So, operation downwards. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to pop you over here. And I'm going to build a little tank room here. Every time I open life save, dupes start dying within 3 cycles. Really? No, not my saves, mate. They're very good. Very solid saves. Do I want to do it here? This is going to be an oil well that we may end up using. Do I want to rip this out? I need to get 50 tiles, don't forget. How about over here? Yeah, let's use this space. So, let's start by ripping out all this crap. I don't know if a dupe will die fast, my PC will. Can you slowly make your way into the lava if you wanted to? Yeah, you can use the lava. Oh, Yuri, gifted a sub. To bottom. Thank you. Always a little treasure you are, Yuri. You know that? A little treasure. Thank you, buddy. There's been some very generous sub-gifting lately. I love it. Come on, Bobek. You can do it. What are you making that someone paid you to do? A carbon dioxide lake. A tank of carbon dioxide. I don't normally accept bribes, but tonight I was feeling a bit bribey. So I got bills to pay. So Hamster randomly... I thought he was joking, but then he gave me money for it, so now we need to get it done. So we're gonna. That's how we do it. Alright. I kind of want this sort of mezzanine all over the level down here. At least to this oil well, anyway. So we'll get that done as well. It'll make digging some of this stuff out a bit easier. Can like get rid of all this crap. We're gonna have some stuck tubes, but that's fine. Get rid of all this. A very cold tank, yeah. Ah, Yuri, that's very nice, mate, honestly. I love that shit, you know. I do love that whole... Here's a sub, stick around. It's nice, I love it. It's very, very friendly. It's like welcoming someone into a bar and buying them a drink. Being like, come along, let's have a natter. I love that. I don't think it was Hamster that gave them money, someone else paid. Right, well who is... I thought Hamster was Captain Obvious. Because I think he did this last time. He paid me off a different account. Because he bought me the mouse last time, I think. Old Captain Obvious. Who paid for the contract? Wait. Well, someone needs to own up. If it's not Hamster and I've been confused and I'm having a derp, you need to tell me. But I think Captain Obvious is Hamster's other account. I think that's the one that he uses to pay for things. I think. I do buy rounds for the bar from time to time, especially when I'm back in Europe. What page you got to deliver? No excuses. Hey, listen, I'm on it. I'm doing it, Anna. I'm down here. We're in the pit. We're making it happen. It's going to happen. There are some spore kids around here that I want to make sure get deaded. I don't want them to plant. I don't want any vagrant pips to come down here and start planting spore kids. That would make me sad. Real sad. Nice. I've not looked at any of these tooltips for a very long time. I've just been leaving them. I'll tell you what I might do. Whilst we're doing that, I might just do a few bits up here. Just to get me somewhere near sorted. Let me just lay out some bits, because I can get my dupes delivering some of this stuff then, can't I? So we're going to try and do the same thing over here. So you'll be 2 over, 2 over, 1 under, 1 over, 2 over, 2 over, 1 under, 1 under, 2 over, 2 over. Ah, give me that back. There we go. 1 under, 1 under, 2 over. This does help me, by the way. There we go. So there's our solar panels for this side as well. It should be pretty snazzy. And then I think we're going central rocket tubes. I think that's basically made the decision for me. Central rocket boys. We decided we were going to have a floor across Maffic. Floor across here, wasn't it? Or was it here? So that'll give us 4 high. So we'll do that. And oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, perfect. This is just so I've got stuff laid out, as I say, so I can get my dupes start tinkering with some stuff. It's super annoying that I can't fully build off screen. Still here, just playing. I'm on it, hamster. I'm on it, mate. Never give in. Never surrender. We're doing it. Now then, I'm going to need some ladders here and there. I never got my... oh, I built my transit tubes and never got them in. Son of a bitch. I knew there was something I've forgotten as well. Right then. If I remember rightly, I can do all this with a couple of ladders. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. And then I only need to give them access in one spot and they can get all these built. Which will be... oh. See what I mean? So I'm going to have to rip out all these ladders afterwards, you see, so... If I remember rightly, we always end up with people stuck on top, which is kind of annoying. Oh, but thank you very much for the follow, bud. And I hope you enjoy your sub. I hope you enjoy your time here and take a chill with us all. That would be most nice. Most nice. Very goodness. Right, there we go. So at most this is going to pull... It's going to pull quite a few dupes from the base, but again we have these... someone's pissed. We do have many exosuits for them to get up to space, which is fine. But we'll crack on down here with all of our dupes. Priority 9, going big. Going toasty. Taking names. Hey, 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 hey. That. Right, we'll tidy the rest of this crap up in a minute. So I'm thinking we'll do a build like here. We'll build a big old room here, big old tank. How do you like the launch upgrade so far? Yeah, been liking it. I like the changes. I like the new critters. I like the start that we had. We had a different start this time. Went for an Arboria start. I'm kind of looking forward to trying the other ones as well. So yeah, I've liked it so far. It's been good. A wee bit different, which is always nice. It's refreshing. I'm excited to try some of the other maps, but we've just not got there yet. I want to do a full playthrough on this boy first. 1 tile wide, 50 long. No. No, no, no. I'm fast. How are you this evening, buddy? Alright. I just want to clear a bit of space, let's say, so that we can work here. And then we'll get something together. I'm tempted to do it with thermoregulators. Just for something a bit different. I don't know. I'll have a look. Waiting for the missus to finish dinner. I have had bugger all to eat today. I did have a protein shake earlier. Oh, and I had some... What did I have? Protein shake. I did have some bacon and mushrooms earlier, and it was fine. Really tasty. Really nice mushrooms. I enjoyed the hell out of them. But I'm hungry now. Black bean soup with cayenne cheddar cheese biscuits. Oh, my goodness. That sounds pretty sweet. Alright, well, we tied up all the things that we needed to do, so I'll say I don't feel any guilt about just going crazy here now. And you see there's a slight problem here. I may need to put a little bit of automation in here. I'll do that quickly. Just to stop this from constantly happening. I need to get this little pocket of polluted oxygen out, otherwise this is going to end up bubbling over. I could pump it and hope that it works. Let me pop his bridge back on. Excuse me. I'm burping now because I've got an empty stomach. Just coffee. Coffee. Okay, and you there. Yeah, that's good. Let's see if this works if it just pumps normally first. It might get rid of this little pocket, I don't know. I could just put another fucking mesh tile in and not worry about it, I guess. Not happy with that, but whatever. And a boop. Okay. Well, that'd kind of work, I guess. But anyway, we'll put them mesh tiles in. Right then, so I need to figure out a size for the room. I ain't going to build this with ceramic or anything. We're just going to build it with, like, whatever we've got kicking around down here. So probably lots of igneous, I would have thought. And it's going to be a priority 9, and it's going to be a big old bastard. And we'll start as we mean to go on, like this. A big old bastard. As long as I've got some room underneath. So that'll be 28. What are you working on right now? I am working on a carbon dioxide liquefaction room. That's what I'm working on. It's going to be big. It's going to be a tasty boy. What's that for? All will be revealed. We're going fast, we're going speedy. Don't worry. We're on it. I'm going to get rid of all this and we're going to fill